A very good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Sense of Science, one stop for all your doubts and concepts and questions of sciences, mathematics, and English, class 9 to 12 CBSE. Let's begin. Today's topic is electrophilic substitution reactions of benzoic acid. This topic is in unit number 13. Okay, unit number 12, I'm sorry. Unit number 12 of class 12 chemistry, that is aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acids. Okay, so before we start with electrophilic substitutions of benzoic acid, just understand what benzoic acid is. So when I draw a benzene ring, okay, and I attach a carboxyl group, okay, which is COOH, I get a benzoic acid or benzene carboxylic acid. Both names are accepted by IUPAC. Alright, now let's begin with electrophilic substitution reactions. Whenever we talk about electrophilic substitutions, you should know two information in mind before going to the reactions. Electrophile is a species which will attack electrons, okay, negative charges, because it is electron loving species. Okay, that will be an electrophile. And secondly, you should know that where the electrophile will attach, whether it will attach at number 2, that is the ortho position, the meta position, okay, 3 or the meta position, or 4 or the para position, depends upon whether the group which is attached to the benzene, which is the carboxyl group in this case, is a ortho para directing group or a meta directing group. Now from your class 11th organic chemistry, you know that COOH, the benzoic acid, is a meta directing group. It is a deactivating group. It is a electron withdrawing group. These are all informations you should know from your class 11, which means that this will direct the incoming electrophile to the meta position, that means here at third carbon. So whatever product you will get of the electrophilic substitution, that will be on the third carbon, which is the meta position, because the carboxyl group COOH is meta directing as it withdraws electron from the benzoic acid, okay, from the benzene, I'm sorry. So all the electrophilic products will be at meta, which is carbon number 3, due to COOH being a meta directing group. So let's begin with the reactions. The first reaction is nitration. Okay, when we talk about nitration, that means I have to introduce a nitro. So I have a benzoic acid here. For nitration, the reagents, again from your class 11th knowledge, you know that the reagents for nitration are concentrated HNO3, that is your nitric acid, and concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4. This introduces a nitro. Now what is to be kept in mind? That the carboxyl group is meta directing, so the nitro group NO2 will go on carbon number 3, that is here. Okay, so let's put it, and we are done with the nitration. Okay, I'm sorry, yeah. So nitro. So this is your answer. Now if I want to name these two compounds, this of course is your benzoic acid. That's our topic only. And what is this compound? Third, if we have nitro, so this will be 3-nitro benzoic acid. You can also name it by saying, instead of 3, you can call this as meta-nitro benzoic acid as well. It is accepted, okay, because the third position in the benzene ring is called the meta position. Alright, so that was all about your nitration. Let's move to the next reaction, that is halogenation. The next reaction is halogenation. So I have a benzoic acid here, okay, and I have to put a halogen group. Now halogen, when I talk about this, you should keep in mind that when I talk about halogen, it can be a chlorine, it can be a bromine, iodine, fluorine, etc. Okay, so all these halogens are possible. Fluorine in some cases is not possible due to its small structure, okay, that we will discuss later in some other video. So in following your NCRT, we would be talking about the bromination. The procedures for all other halogenations are same, okay. Okay, so let's come to the bromination. For bromination, I have to add first of all a bromine, okay. Whenever you are doing halogenation, the first step is to add the halogen as a reagent. Again, this is class 11 knowledge. So add bromine as Br2, and the reagent we use for halogenation is FeBr, okay. Either the iron halide, okay, for chlorination it can be Cl2 and FeCl, Okay, FeBr3, sorry, or FeCl3, because this is ferric which we are using. It is a ferric halide. Okay, so FeBr3, FeCl3, whatever it depends. For chlorine we can also use AlCl3 anhydrous, that is also possible. Okay, but we are talking about bromination at the moment. So the most important reagent we use for bromination is your FeBr3. Okay, that is ferric bromide. Alright, this is the reagent for halogenation. Now then what will happen is your product formation. So let's write the product. The product will be, of course, a benzoic acid with your bromine at the meta position. Okay, bromine will be at the meta position, which is carbon number 3. Here the bromine will come. Again, naming for this compound, nomenclature. What is the name for this? This is going to be 3-bromo. The halogen is a prefix always. Benzoic acid. Okay, 3-bromo benzoic acid. Alright, now instead of 3 you can also write meta-bromo benzoic acid. Okay, alright. Now the last category of the reactions is Friedel-Crafts reactions. Friedel-Crafts. Now Friedel-Crafts reaction can be of two types. It can be introducing an alkyl group, that is alkylation, or it can be introducing an acyl group, that is acylation. Okay, COCl, that's your acyl group, COCl. Now when I talk about the alkyl group or acyl group, the reagent, the reagent which we use for Friedel-Crafts reaction is anhydrous aluminium chloride, AlCl3. Anhydrous aluminium chloride is a Lewis acid. We all know that from class 11th again, that anhydrous aluminium chloride is a Lewis acid. That means it is an electron acceptor. It accepts electrons. Okay, because it is an electron acceptor and carbonyl group, there is a reason in the carbonyl group they get bonded. Okay, the anhydrous AlCl3 and the carbonyl group, they get bonded, and hence if a bond is formed between these two, there will be no reaction which will occur in the carboxylic acid. So your question which is asked is that carboxylic acids or benzoic acid in particular, they can ask, does not react with or does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reactions. Justify. This is because AlCl3 is a Lewis acid, the Friedel-Crafts reagent, and it gets bonded to the carbonyl group, and because it gets bonded to the carbonyl group, it does not show any reaction, because if the reagent only gets bonded, how will the reaction will be brought about? Okay, so no Friedel-Crafts reaction will be observed in the case of carboxylic acids. Now the thing I want to ask from you is that why does the AlCl3 get bonded with the COOH? What is the reason in that? Now what I want you all to do is research it yourself, undergo the reason, and or think about it. That's better if you think about it and work out a reason that why this bond is formed in the chemistry only. Then the Lewis acid, this is a Lewis acid in that chemistry, and the carboxyl group in that only, inside them only lies the reason, and I want you to find it out by giving some work to your mind. Once you find it out, please write the answer in the comment section. The first answer will always get mentioned in my next video, and along with that also the topic or question of your choice would also be taken. Now of course you must be thinking that what if we are not able to get the right answer? Don't worry for that. I'll link the next part of this video to it, in which I will give you the reason in detail why Friedel-Crafts reaction is not shown for carboxylic acids. Okay, I'll give you the detail, but first of all try to find it yourself. Okay, I'll link part 2 of electrophilic substitutions with you soon. I'll be coming up with that maybe after 1 or 2 videos, and I would link why the reason that the bond is formed. Okay, but think about it first. That's why I'm not doing it in this video, because it's a very good question. Okay, with that we close the class. Thank you so much. Do stay subscribed and take care as well. And before going, one more important news to you, that soon we will be starting with an IUPAC nomenclature series as well, IUPAC series, where we will be practicing IUPAC nomenclature for organic compounds of all functional groups: alkane, alkene, alkyne, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, amines, acid anhydrides, acid chlorides, sulfonyl group, nitro group, cyanides, isocyanides, okay, amides, alcohols, phenols, ethers, every group which is there, the halogen groups, all the groups we will be taking up in detail esters as well. Okay, and we would be practicing the IUPAC nomenclature because it is one of the most wanted topics and one of the most feared topics. So we'll make them easy and practice tons of questions. So stay tuned, and you would find a playlist soon, not now, maybe in 1 or 2 days I'll be coming up with a playlist of IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds class 11 and class 12. Both it is very important. So watch the videos, practice the questions and comment if you like them, and do stay subscribed as well. Thank you.